Afcon 2023, what a beautiful tournament. The script writers gave us something absolutely amazing, thoroughly entertaining, enjoyable. Ivory Coast end up winning it. The host nation, I wrote them off. Remember, Ivory Coast won the opening game and then lost 2 games in a row and got thrashed by Equatorial Guinea 4-0. We thought they were out. I even said that they're most likely out. I actually said they were out. Let me not sugarcoat it. I did say they were out. But somehow they survived, stayed in the tournament. They even fired their coach. They even thought they were out. But somehow luck was on their side. Other teams underperformed. Other teams did them a favor. They got a new coach and went through the round of 16 by beating Senegal after scoring a late equalizer on penalties. They beat Mali 2-1. But remember, they beat Mali with 10 men, scored in the 90th minute to equalize, and then scored in the 120th minute to win it. That is incredible drama. Like, at some point, at one stage in my previous video, you could see the fans were absolutely fuming with the results that Cote D'Ivoire were getting. I think they burnt buses. It was so bad and so toxic. Now they're the happiest fans in the world. And apparently, Cote d'Ivoire did Africa a favor because it seems like Nigeria were just antagonizing everyone. And really, no one wanted them to win besides Nigeria, of course. Especially after their victory against South Africa, Nigeria probably thought that's wraps, that they wrapped it up. But football doesn't work like that. They even went into halftime leading. But Cote d'Ivoire, again, dramatic match. Cote d'Ivoire, are you not dramatic match? They came back and won it in 90 minutes. Sebastian Haller, what a beautiful story. This man beat testicular cancer. He went off football to go have surgery and fight cancer, and he won. And now he's lifting a trophy with his home country after he scored 2 goals in the semi-final and in the final to win them the trophy. Absolutely amazing story. Their coach that took over from the round of 16, Imes Faye, I think. Imes Faye, I don't know how you pronounce his name. Absolutely brilliant performance from taking on a team that looked doomed to making them African champions. Congratulations, well deserved. The other awards that we saw, Ronwen Williams won the best keeper of the tournament. Remember, he kept 5 out of 7 clean sheets. That's the most in the competition. Saved 4 penalties in the quarterfinals against Cape Verde, and also saved 2 penalties in the 3rd place playoff against Congo to win the games for South Africa. Well deserved. Keeper of the tournament, no problem. Player of the tournament went to William Ekong of Nigeria. He's a defender, very instrumental in Nigeria's run of keeping clean sheets. Almost similar to South Africa as well, except they conceded in the final. They conceded in the first game and then kept something like 4 clean sheets in a row. And we know Ekong also had some goals in this tournament. So I'm not mad at the decision. It's okay, well deserved as well. Although I feel like because he got to the final and Nigeria beat South Africa, that he beat Williams for player of the tournament. Young player of the tournament went to Simon Idingra of Ivory Coast. 2 assists in the final, just says it all. Absolutely electric. Although I feel like Camara had a good run with Senegal. Unfortunately, although Senegal didn't lose a game, in 90 minutes they got knocked out by Cote d'Ivoire on penalties in the round of 16. He was having a perfect tournament at that stage, that young lad. Fair Play Award went to South Africa. I don't think anyone can really also complain about that. I think besides that, those awards were very fair and we're happy with it. However, they didn't do a team of the tournament. I will do a team of the tournament for you. My team of the tournament, starting at the back, Ronwen Williams, easy. Keeper of the tournament, 5 clean sheets out of 7. Like I said, 6 penalty saves. Absolutely crucial to South Africa finishing 3rd. And not just that, he made some outstanding saves during games. Some outstanding one-on-one saves. Even when you try to go around him, he has that covered. Brilliant, no complaints. Khuliso Mudawa at right back, for me, right back of the tournament, no discussions. Also crucial to South Africa's defense as well, but he was very solid. You couldn't beat him, you couldn't get around him, you couldn't dribble past him. Very impressive. And his recovery runs for me were the most impressive in this tournament. It would seem like he was well beat and the attacker was getting into the box and then he'll make a late tackle, but he'll time it perfectly. with very difficult tackles, because anything wrong, he definitely creates a penalty and gets a card. So for me, very impressive. Vala as well, I would have him in my team of the tournament next to William Ikong, who's the player of the tournament as we know, and Nigeria's main defender. I think very essential. And I think based on my back four, at left back I would have Arthur Masuaki. I think Masuaki has been very brilliant for Congo. Yes, Congo were not electrifying in this tournament, but I think he had some steady performances in there and came through with some creativity at left back, and also scored a beautiful free kick. So for me, I will have Arthur Masuaki in my team of the tournament at left back. In the middle of the park, we had Frank Kessié, who's very important for Cote d'Ivoire and how they play. Very industrious, very hardworking, defensively minded, solid, but also gives you something in attack. And we know he has a few goals, although penalties. He was a consistent performer for the Ivory Coast, even though Cote d'Ivoire itself was not very consistent, especially in the group stage. Okay, fine. Next to him, I would have Camara. Camara, I think, for Senegal was absolutely amazing. And if Senegal hadn't went out, I believe this boy was going to be the young player of the tournament. Absolutely perfect in the group stages. He was a joy to watch. And unfortunately, Senegal lost out on penalties. They actually really didn't even lose a game in 90 minutes. But I think he was solid. For the 4 games that he played, he deserves to be in my team of the tournament. And with them, accompanying them, the third would be Teboho Mokoena. Debza was amazing. He scored that free kick, he scored that penalty. Yes, he missed 2 penalties for South Africa in this tournament, but I think his performances speaks for himself. Teboho Mokoena can do it all. He helps out in defense, he can defend, he can attack, he can keep the ball, he can pass it, short passes, long passes. This boy, I have to agree, deserves to be recognized and maybe really get recognized abroad and get offers in for the sport, because he's absolute class. And I think he's South Africa's most important player. Okay, in this case, it came out to be Williams, but I just think he's so important connecting the defense to the attack. So for me, one of the players of the tournament, Teboho Mokoena, was outstanding. In my forward position, we have at striker Emilio Insu, Golden Boot winner, 5 goals, I think in 4 games, 34 years of age, and he even plays as a right back, I heard, for his club. So absolutely brilliant performance by this man. I can't leave him out. He has to be my striker in my team of the tournament. And at left wing, I have Simon Idingra, also consistent performer for the Ivory Coast, but for those 2 games. But when it mattered, this boy showed up, and 2 assists in the final says it all. Young player, named young player of the tournament as well. Obviously, I think influenced because Cote d'Ivoire won it, but I'm not mad at it. I think this Brighton youngster has the world at his oyster right now. And on the other flank, I have Gelson Dala for Angola. And you remember, Angola was so enjoyable to watch. With Mabululu, unfortunately, he doesn't make my team. Dala was the better player in the tournament as a whole, scored 4 goals, and I think had an assist as well. So that is my team of the tournament. Absolutely great team. Afcon gave us some absolutely amazing moments, some absolutely amazing memes. Insu missed the penalty, the top scorer, that effectively knocked Equatorial Guinea out and gave us this wonderful reaction meme by his coach. We saw someone's uncle, someone's father getting caught in 4K, in HD. We saw the beautiful fans of Cape Verde. We saw the beautiful celebrations of Mabululu and Teboho Mokoena. We had an absolutely amazing time in this tournament. We saw Davids kill Goliath. We saw Ghana being out first round. Everyone having a go at Ghana. Now Ghana fans are having a go at Nigeria. It seemed to be a personal rivalry just because Nigeria didn't win it. We saw Cameroon getting knocked out earlier as well. We saw Algeria not making it past the group stage. Morocco shocked by South Africa in the round of 16. Senegal shocked by Cote d'Ivoire in the round of 16. Afcon had it all for me. Beautiful stories, beautiful fans. What an amazing tournament. one of the best tournaments you'll ever witness. I'm glad I covered it. I think we had an amazing time covering this tournament. For those who wants to catch up, relive the moment, my videos are there. I think we had a very, very good time and I enjoyed it. With that being said, congratulations to Cote d'Ivoire. Hard luck to Nigeria. You remember I had Nigeria winning it. So unfortunately that didn't come to fruition, but it came close. That was a very good prediction on my part. But we had an amazing time and we thank Afcon for all the memories that it gave us. This has been one of the best tournaments. This has been one of the best international tournaments of any international tournament that we've ever seen. Wow. Thank you, Afcon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Venom Man is on the beat, bro.